This is my Audi RS6 and it won't start.
It says start an engine and doesn't start.
But today, we've got to fix it. No! Oh. But it's not going to be as easy as that. This RS6 needs multiple things repairing before we can finally finish this build off for good. And after that, the grand finale. We're taking this on the runway to see if it can beat a supercar. Now this car has got such a long story, but if you don't know it, I'm going to try and explain it in about 30 seconds. Here it goes. I bought the car crashed, we rebuilt it in 24 hours, fitted a GT3 kit, shipped it to the US for the SEMA show. The engine blew up as I used the wrong octane fuel. We put an RS7 engine in it. It didn't start. We replaced the starter motor. It started. Yeah! We put the whole car back together and then it wouldn't start again.
What's happened? It won't start? No. It says start an engine and doesn't start.
This is the original Audi RS6 starter motor which has come off. This one has completely gone. To order one of these from Audi, it's back order and it's over 30 days. You can't get a second-hand one in America because you can't get an Audi RS6 in America. So I bought a second-hand starter motor off eBay, which was 50 quid. And because I don't trust it too much, I bought another second-hand starter motor as well, which was 60 quid. So I'm taking two just in case one of them decides not to work. We landed in Florida, and with no time to waste, we wanted to get this second-hand starter motor fitted so I could finally drive the RS6 in the US as I planned. And if you haven't noticed, we are in Freddie's new workshop with the world's biggest hopscotch floor. Wow! Before we went ahead and fitted the second-hand starter motor, as it is a 9-hour job, we wanted to just double check it wasn't a connection fault. Here is a junction box and the power from the battery comes along here and transfers into this big wire here which goes along, down along here, down along here, down along here into the starter motor. Now if there's a weird or dodgy connection here, then the starter motor isn't going to work. So we need to test whether we've got any, we need to test whether the power's coming here. So my dad got the multimeter out, put the red side to the positive and the black to a ground. And we had 12 volts. So there's no point in messing around now. We've got to start stripping this car apart so we get the starter motor off. As you've all gathered by now, doing anything on this Audi RS6 takes a lot of time, and that is no different with this job. There's already a reconditioned starter motor on there, but for some reason it only turned on the engine 6 times. So maybe it's faulty. So the idea to get to the starter motor up there is to lower the subframe down, which is what it says in the Audi book. So to lower the subframe down, we've got to disconnect everything that's connected to the subframe, engine mounts, front crash bar, wiring, steering column, then we can get it out, hopefully get a hand in there to switch it. Because we're going to be disconnecting the steering rack from the steering column, we need to make sure we don't turn the wheel accidentally. So I'm using the broom to stop the wheel turning, then now I can safely disconnect the steering column, which I'll do when the car's next in the air. Another thing, we're going to be disconnecting the engine from the subframe, so we need this engine support bar to hold the engine in place so it doesn't just fall out of the engine bay. So we hook the engine brace onto the engine, send the car back in the air, and as I started working away at getting the starter motor off, I noticed something. Found something. Guys, whatever this wire is here, the ground wire, oh my God, is not connected.
You're lying.
Oh
no, you're joking. No.
I'm not even joking. I've not undone that. I swear. I swear. I swear.
You haven't undone that, have you?
No.
It's not even connected. I'm not even joking. Look.
Oh my God.
The whole thing was because of one wire. Right there.
Look. It's just chilling up there. Look.
It is.
Oh,
See it?
yeah. No way.
No.
So we've just flew all the way home, waited 2 months, come back here to find there's one cable that wasn't plugged in.
Again, everyone's going to think we've made this up.
Plug it in and come on, let's connect it up.
Do you reckon that's going to be it?
Yeah,
You reckon?
I do.
So the starter hasn't gone.
Well, we don't know yet. We don't know.
No. We've got to have faith here.
If that's it, I'm buzzing. Right. This bolt right here could be our saviour now. Honestly, people are going to think we made this up.
I think we
if
should-
it actually works, if it works.
I think we should go get Freddie and tell him.
No, we're not telling him until it works. We're not telling him. In order for anything electrical to work in the car, it needs power from the positive side of the battery, but then it also needs a ground. And instead of running the ground wire all the way back to the negative side of the battery, they use the chassis of the car as the ground. It's just a much easier way of doing things. At the minute, we've got power running to our starter motor, but the ground wire which was bolted to the engine mount wasn't bolted.
Maybe it was in there before and just making a slight connection.
Oh, and then when we've bolted the whole car together, we've just moved it off.
Yeah.
So now my dad's added the nut to the ground wire. Could this really just be the issue?
Guys,
Is it plugged in at the top? This is a huge moment.
this is massive. This might be the biggest big moment we've had of the whole project.
Are you ready?
Already, yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited. Come on,
It's
God.
gonna go.
Oh.
Ready? I just can't. I can't do it.
My heart's going. Right?
I can't do it. It's that. Okay. Okay. I feel a bit sick.
So, yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Oh, it clicked.
It clicks, didn't it? Yeah.
But it didn't click before.
So go again.
Yeah, why not? We've got 2 spare. No!
Why did it stop? Did it stop? It stopped. It stopped, but it did turn.
Oh no.
I'm going again. Yes! Oh my God!
One wire! That was it! Oh my God!
Oh my God! Are you joking? Are you joking?
All of that! Oh, she sounds good! Yeah!
Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh my God!
Can't believe it.
Switch it off and start it again.
Does it work? Because that was 3 times. Last time it didn't work after this. Let's go again.
Okay.
Dialed, confirmed. We did it.
I can't believe that! I can't! Oh my God! Did it start? It's on fire.
It's not good.
Huh? So when you go in here, and then you press this button. So what was it? What happened? If there was one bolt that you leave off on the starter motor,
You didn't have the power wire on it?
the ground wire.
There's a ground wire?
There's a ground wire.
I thought it was grounded through the block.
It goes to the engine mount. I was taking the engine mount off. I was like, hang on, no.
No way.
All that's left to do now is bolt the whole thing back together. But I'm sorry to say, this is far from the end of the problems this RS6 is about to give us. Remember, we've installed an RS7 engine, and we're still not sure whether it's going to work 100% with the RS6, although we can't see why not.
Oh, it does look good. Look at that. That looks mental.
Our next plan was to get the RS6 to a dyno to tune it so it's suitable for the US fuel.
Stop! I think the car's broke.
Oh, I'm stuck in reverse. We now have another issue.
What's happened now?
No gears.
No gears?
No gears. Reverse and park I've got. Oh! No, just park now. It's stuck. Gone.
It's jammed solid.
Yeah. So, we think the cable which selects the gear is broken. We can't get it out of park, that's the issue now, so we can't even tow it back. So I think we've got to go get a jack from home, from back at Florida in Freddie's unit, jack it up and see if we can get to the selector fork on the gearbox to put it into neutral. I loved this car for about 10 minutes then, I was loving it. Then as soon as I come to reverse here, the gear stick started feeling a little floppy.
Floppy gear stick.
More and more issues with the RS6. It was really pushing the limits with me now. My dad went back to the shop to pick up a jack and was hoping we could lift the car high enough so I could get underneath it and check out the gear cable and the selector. So underneath here, here's the gearbox and there's a cover and there's a shifter arm underneath that. Just there. We think there's an issue with the cable, but if I could just move that shifter arm, I should be able to get it in drive, or at least neutral. What am I in? Neutral, baby, yeah! So the plan, I've got it in neutral, the car will start in neutral, it won't start in drive. So we're planning, I'm gonna start it in neutral, my dad's gonna go underneath, shift the lever into drive, we'll lower it down and I'll just drive it back and not take it out of drive.
He's going to go under there while you change gear into drive.
He's changing gear into drive.
So if you take your foot off the brake, no more Tony Armstrong, perished.
I had to make sure my foot did not leave the brakes. Yeah, drive.
You're in drive.
We're in drive, we're in drive, we're in drive.
Tony, get out, get out.
Tony, come on.
Get out.
And just like that, the RS6 was back on the road. But I couldn't take this thing out of drive. So it was straight back and straight in the ramp to have a look at the damage. I just don't know what to think anymore. At least it didn't happen at 2 in the morning. We knew exactly where to look. But to get to that cable is a bit of a nightmare as usual. Under trays have got to come off, the exhaust has got to come down, and then we've got to lower the gearbox mounting so we can get to it. See this? Here's the gear cable and here's where it connects, so underneath. See this? You see that?
Yeah.
That shouldn't be like that, but I'll tell you why we're not surprised, is because when we put the engine back together and we lifted this whole gearbox down, it was still connected and we noticed it was a little bit dodgy, but it still worked in the car. But classic, you just can't cut corners with this Audi. This gear cable and the plastic box is one complete part. And you can see here, just a piece of plastic which holds the cable is snapped off, which is what's causing our issue. And the only way to get to it was from the inside of the car. Yeah, look at that, look, it's a limp knob. Good thing, 2 bolts down there. Bad thing, the other 2 bolts look like they're going to be like, oh, could they be under that? The other 2 bolts to release the plastic box were underneath the ashtray. And to get to the ashtray, you have to remove the aircon unit. Once you have that out of the way, I can pull the ashtray out of place and loosen the other 2 bolts to lower the plastic thing down. Now this thing is completely loose and should, well, I can drop it down now and I should be able to get it from the bottom. There it is. There's the cable and I've just got to disconnect it from, where's the shifter? So I've just got to disconnect the cable and pull down that black box and we'll have a look. This is the broken part. Here's the cable which selects the gears, and this is broken there. So that was meant to attach to there, and because that's all broken, It's made the gear stick go all floppy. So we can't just replace a cable, because from Audi you have to buy the whole thing. Luckily, the breakers yard have one of these, but the issue with this is that this is broken. This has been changed off another car because of this little thing here. So this thing is the button you press on the gear stick to allow it to come out of park. So you press the button, that lifts up and it lets you bring the gear stick back. But this one is snapped off on that side. But we have a good cable, look, and that's what it's supposed to look like. So out of 2 bad ones, we should be able to make 1 good one. So I think we're just gonna...
Let's have a picnic.
Yeah. So here goes nothing. As you can probably already tell, we've got no experience in changing one of these at all. So a lot of this is going to be winging it as we go along.
There we go.
So when you pull this, this is pressing the button, lifts it up to allow you to move the shifter forward. You know what I mean? And then when it goes down, pop in, can't get out of park. Now my shifter was good, but the one from the breakers yard wasn't so good. So we've got to dismantle the one from the breakers yard so we can put the shifter from my one into that one. Then we should have a complete shifter cable and a good shifter. And as long as we can figure out how this whole thing went back together, we should have a running and driving Audi RS6 at the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Ta-da! Very good, very nice.
We think it's back together properly. To squeeze it back up into the car is a bit difficult. Again, the gearbox is lowered and you have to squeeze it past the prop shaft, just being careful not to break the cable again and push it back up to its home.
I'm gonna bring it up to its home.
And whilst I was doing this, my dad was connecting the cable to the gearbox so we can see whether it works afterwards.
I will have a working Audi after this. To get the ashtray in, the gear stick's got to go back. To go back, you've got to turn the ignition on. Turn the ignition on, you've got to put the ignition button in. To press the ignition, you need everything plugged in. That's what we've done. Here we go. Ignition on. Reverse.
Yeah.
Drive.
Yes, it's working.
Well, it's working on the dash.
Manual, drive. It's bloody working. It is working. Okay, so if I turn the ignition off now, I should be able to bolt the whole thing together.
And I was right. All I needed to do was put the whole center console back together, make sure everything works this time, then I can go underneath the car and fit all the strut braces, the exhaust, and the rest of the under trays. And then we need to go and get the car tuned for the US roads.
Okay, that is hopefully the last time we ever have to put it in a ramp apart from doing a service. I think it's done. I think. To the dyno.
Now, this was it. This car really defines hard work beats talent. But I hate to say it, this wasn't the end of the drama.
So Max just flew past for that clip that you've just seen, and he hasn't returned down that road. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign.
It's happened again. No way. It's happened again. Oh my God. No. No, 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 no. Oh. No. No.
You couldn't even write this at this point.
No, no, no.
It looks like the engine has done exactly the same as it did before.
Oh no. No, no, no. I literally can't believe this. Oh my God. I can't believe it. No. Oh, no.
It's the first time, really, I felt fully defeated by a car. I didn't want to change that engine again.
Oh, you're joking. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's all at the back of the car. It's all at the back. What? Oh. Actually, I don't even know what to do now. Engine very bad.
Engine very bad.
Engine's gone.
You're joking.
I'm not joking, it's gone. Same again.
Where's it? It's all coming to.
Looks like the same place. It's all come up the back.
Did it do the same as before then?
Same.
I couldn't even bear to work on the car at this point, so my dad started stripping it to have a look.
Never mind, we're still alive.
Barely.
Do we think it's a hose? If it's a hose, I'm buzzing. Well, I'm not buzzing.
If it's a hose, we're the luckiest people.
There's none in the exhaust. It's just come along.
You think it's come through? The annoying thing, so the thing is with this, if you check this car out on Car Vertical, it will only show up that the car is damaged. You can see it on the screen now. No other weird problems with it. It's got like, you can see every time it's been checked over, you can see all the MOT checks, you can see all the ownership, and everything actually looks fine. It's never been imported to another country. This is just a temporary import. The car's got good history apart from the damage, but the damage has got nothing to do with why the engine keeps blowing its load out everywhere. The good thing about Car Vertical though is that you could actually see the photos. If your car was damaged, you might be able to see the photos of the car at the car crash auction website appearing on the screen.
Found it.
You're joking.
You're joking.
I found it.
You're joking.
Yes!
Show me.
Found it. Where?
Oh yes, it's off.
So to check your car out, Car Vertical, click the link in the description box below. Use code MATT for 10% discount. Let's get this on the dyno and then let's just retune this car.
I can't believe you just did an ad.
Pushy one as well, isn't it? Yeah. It's a pushy one.
One pipe, that was it. Look, here it is.
No way.
Oh my days.
So it was just one pipe which had burst off. The relief was unreal. All I had to do is push it back on, fill it back up with a bit of water just so we can get home, and then the car could be back on the road once more. But we wanted to just check it wasn't smoking.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And we're back on the road again.
I've got a theory.
What's the theory?
Do you know how it didn't blow off on the first run when we did it yesterday?
Yeah.
When we hung the gearbox down to do the...
Maybe it's just pulled it off.
It's just been stretched it. Been
This
thinking
car's
about that all the way back.
Now we should be on the road for good. That's until its next test at Performance Destination, where the car will be ran on a 4-wheel drive dyno and then tuned. Come on, RS6.
This is probably, everyone's probably screaming don't do it at this moment now.
We're gonna see what it runs as is, and he wants to do some revisions with it with his main guy back home. We'll see what it does as is, and then we're gonna upload the revision, see what it does after that, and kind of just get it to the point where it's dialed, where it runs good and he's happy with it, and you go back home and make some noise.
Here we go again. It's time for some tuning.
Just want the numbers to display.
First off, we're running the car as it is. Let's see what power it makes now with the RS7 engine in it.
my god!
665 wheel horsepower. So we're looking around 740 actual horsepower. Now, this might be an anti-Matt Armstrong video where we go a little bit down, but we'll see what Phil's got in tune for us. He's going to add more protection, but keep the same boost. Anything could happen now. So Phil at Mallory Performance is sending a tune to Desmond over in the US, which is going to be suitable for the US fuel here. And it was as quick as that. Let's see how it's running now.
I thought you were supposed to turn it down.
That sounded mental.
650.
650.
Now we're running 649 wheel horsepower. Phil's just brought it down a bit.
We're safe.
Safety first.
Massive thanks to Performance Destination and Desmond on here for hosting us. And thank you to Phil back at Mallory Performance. I put all links in the description to everyone here. If you're in Florida, come here. If you're in the UK, you need to go Mallory. Now, are we going to go drag racing now?
I'm scared.
I think we're going to go drag racing now.
If the dyno wasn't enough, we're now on a runway. A huge thanks to Shane and his partner for letting us use his runway for the afternoon. But here comes the proper test of the RS6.
This is it, the moment we have all been waiting for. RS6 versus Supercars. Will the RS6 beat it? And will the RS6 hold out? Here we are at the runway. Let's do this.
First race is my RS6 versus the one that got away, the Porsche GT3. Not really a supercar, but you've seen how fast this Porsche was from our previous videos.
It's manual versus DSG. Wagon versus coupe. Four-wheel drive quattro versus two-wheel drive rear-wheel drive. 4-litre twin-turbo V8 versus 4-litre naturally aspirated flat 6. Who will win? Probably the Porsche.
But I think the Porsche's reactions were a bit delayed, so I think we should run that again.
Time for run 2.
Much better start again. Oh, we've left it. We've absolutely left it. There's no denying it now. Gapped him. RS6, you are the car. Yes! Who said aero makes you slower?
I've never doubted this car.
But now, it's time for an actual supercar. The McLaren 570S. 570 horsepower, rear-wheel drive versus my Audi RS6. I'm not sure even if this is going to be a close race.
This is it then. This is a supercar.
I agree, that is a supercar.
570S, 3.8 litre twin turbo, rear wheel drive, lightweight wheels, downpipe. He really wants this. Against the family car. Let's root for me now. If you've not subscribed, click subscribe already. Maybe it'll give us that extra bit of boost when we're getting down there. Come on.
I'm making the UK proud.
No,
I'm
like.
making the UK proud, all right? I love this guy.
We're close.
You reckon you got him?
Give me 2 seconds. Take that. Take that.
That's my laptop.
This time.
Oh yeah, that's the difference. The amount of hours we spent on this car,
I thought I'd done it.
it has to win.
I thought I'd done it, and then it just slowly started coming back, and I needed like the NOS button or something. I've turned everything off now. No aircon, no screen, everything's off.
No laptop bag.
No
Bottles of water.
laptop bag. We're going.
The Audi's got the jump again. Come on, Audi.
The RS6 has got the jump. Oh, but it's just the aero. I don't know what it is. The McLaren has got it. I was hoping for a happy ending, guys. But saying that, this car is so good. To even come close against a supercar in a family car, I think we've done really well. If you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Brand new second hand.
Just
that's
like
it.
your hoodie. Yeah, that looks good. Where can they get that?
At MA Merchandise.
Oh, it's
No.
mattarmstrong.co.uk.
So where can they get it from?
MA Merchandise.
No.
Like a drug that I just can't deny.